Okay, so greetings all. This is for Barbadians. This is not a political message by any means. This is a message where I am just appealing to Barbadians via various analogies which you could examine to determine that when it comes to the end, you can make a decision or a sensible decision about what to do or not to do. Now, let's take, for example, security guards. Now, you know most of the security guards, the ones in the gas station and whatever, the normal boys. But you see the fellas that transporting money, call them cash in transit. These guys wear bulletproof vests. The police wear bulletproof vests. And I can tell you that they have protection because of the nature of what's going on around them. But you watch TV and think you ever see a fella in a bulletproof vest get shot? It does happen. So when you wear a bulletproof vest, it don't mean that you are absolved from penetration by a bullet, because they could shoot you in your head, your shoulder, in your stomach, in your groin, your foot. You could get shot, but you're wearing a bulletproof vest. So what is a bulletproof vest? For the police, the security people and so on, it is a layer of protection that without it, you would not have to help save your life. Alright, move on. A lot of people like technology. So in the technological area now, check this. You have a computer, you have your laptop, you have even your Android phone nowadays. You know they have malware, spyware, phishing, and of course viruses that people create every day. So what do people do? On their device, they install what they call antivirus. So when you put on your antivirus, now you're feeling hot, you got your antivirus. That antivirus is a layer of protection that without it, you will be worse off. But it doesn't mean that because you have an antivirus that you won't get malware or spyware attaching to files, especially if you go to certain websites and bring down certain types of videos. You know you can still get confusion on your computer, but you still use an antivirus, which is a layer of protection. All right, let me move down now to the church people, the religious people. Now, when you are in church and so you get baptized and whatnot, and you achieve the presence of the Holy Spirit. Now, that Holy Spirit is a special layer of protection. But hear this, there is sin in every human being. So even with that layer of protection, it don't mean that people in church don't do stupidness like we have seen during the whole COVID thing. You know, people doing things they shouldn't do. They want to speak to the neighbor the next morning, and they're going to interfere with this body and the next body, young or old, this body. All sorts of things happen. But when the sins spring up, which you can't stop it from happening, you have a special layer of protection to help you either decide, well, look, I have to review this, I have to change my life, I have to do things differently, because you have a layer of protection that is going to help you to view things in a different light, even if you made an error. So you have that special unit of protection called the Holy Spirit. So even if you make a mistake and you want to get the forgiveness and so on, it's available. So now we come down to the most present event, which is this vaccination thing. Yes, I did my vaccination thing ever since, and I believe that if hotels are open and I am supposed to get any little bit of work, eventually, if the guests are going to be vaccinated. The performers and the bands and so on have to be vaccinated. But here it is. You go and you get your Panadol. You go to the doctor, you get amoxicillin. You get all sorts of Alins and Lins and Aids. And you take Panadol, you take Advil, you take all that. You ever ask what in them? No, the doctor write ching ling ling. And you go to the pharmacist, chong long long, the money spent. And then you buy the things and you take them. So all that's happening is you need, again, a special layer of protection. The vaccination being offered, I like AstraZeneca, right? Because I like where it come from. That's just my choice. You got other choices. So what I'm saying is you have that special layer of protection. So you went dead and get real sick and confused the health service. But hear this, it doesn't mean, just like all of my other analogies, it doesn't mean that you will not get the virus. But you gotta pay attention, put on your mask all the time. You know, it's like the security man, you got to duck. You gotta duck. You gotta hide behind something. You know what I mean? When you do with the technology, don't go upon certain sites. There are still things you have to do, right? You in church and things, don't get tapped with people who gonna put you on the wrong scene and make you sin. So, we talking vaccine. Just go and get it. Give yourself an extra layer of protection. It doesn't mean that that's the end of the story. Put on your blinking mask, distance the suit, watch the crowds, don't go around certain areas with a lot of people and things. Keep your tail quiet for a period of time because we're going to get through this. But get through it with a special layer of protection. Wash your hand plenty, sanitize. Don't be putting your finger in your eye and your nose and your mouth all the time. That's discipline. So regardless, at this point and juncture, what you have to do is go and get your vaccine before you're dead. What is it? A special layer of protection. It don't mean you might not get the virus, but you can stop yourself from getting the virus by keeping your tail quiet. So hello, go and do it. I am not a Ellis. I am not a doctor. I am not a PM or honorable, knowledgeable lady. But it is just me, and I just carry you all over the place with these analogies. So this is what it is. Take it or leave it. I am forcing you. It's your choice. All I tell you is get a special layer of protection. That's why some people is wear a condom.